So guys, welcome to, again, week 3 portrait photography. So let's do some small recaps. What does photography mean to you? A lot of people say it's an expression of stories through visuals, it's pictures, it's making a memory last forever. Some people said getting likes on Instagram. Some people said it's a Snapchat of a moment, and some people said it's a form of art that captures a moment instantly. So why does photography matter? Photographs help communicate emotion and help us build empathy with other people. They capture the beauty of memory, yes. They capture the beauty of the natural world, and they document important events in history, and they can inspire action. So we're going to be going into portrait photography, which is basically the pictures of where we take pictures of other people. Right here is a picture my friend took, and it's very nice. As you can see, it's there are different things going on here. Something to remember, yes. But what's cool about portrait photography is that you're really focusing on that person and you're telling a story with that person. A lot of people like to say that it's very close to film in that way because you are really focusing on telling a story through with a character or a person, but it's still, you want to convey as much information as you can with one picture only. And so how do you do that? You choose your background, you choose what the person is wearing, what the person's makeup looks like, the colors and all that stuff. So and if you go to the next slide, we'll see more images of that. So right here, as you can see, these are a little bit darker. You can see here their clothing is a little bit darker. It makes you look it's very different looking, and it's very interesting as well. So next one, when you're taking pictures for portraits, the settings matter. I don't know if you guys have a camera or if you guys are just using your phone, but this is very important information to remember. When we talk about wide aperture, like lots of light, it helps because it helps you blur the background and make your subject look more crisp. Your high ISO means more light sensitivity. So if you put your ISO very up, it'll make the picture look grainy. If you put it lower, it makes it look better. And then keep your shutter speed between 1 to 100 and 1 to 200, which again, it's on your camera. If you don't have a camera, it's fine. But that just helps you be able to take a picture in place. And if you look at the next slide, we're gonna be talking about lighting. So what happens with lighting? So like we said, so it's like you're telling a story with a picture when it comes to portrait photography. So the lighting that you take matters. If you cover half her face or you cover her completely, it's telling a different story than if it's completely light and bright outside. So the choices you make with lighting matters a lot with the photography and telling that story. So like right here, you can use any type of light to strategically use shadow to create a powerful image. And you can also play around with different colors and different lighting colors like that. So background and props. Make sure your background is not too distracting because you want to make sure that the story is on that person. So you have to use your props and outfits like we were talking about very creatively. As you can see right here, this person is using powder paint in order to show a different story that's going on. It's very interesting. And right here, you can see that on the other image, that she, one, it's cold outside, and you can really focus on her because the background is very distracting to who she is. Now, poses, tips, and tricks. There's different poses that you can do to make an image more interesting. So as right here, we have 2 different images. When you have a straight on image like this, it's nice. It's very school photo though. But if you turn her shoulders a little bit like that, the image makes it be a bit more interesting. It seems like she's more movement and it doesn't feel very posed. So that's very interesting when it comes to tips and tricks. A big one that you can also do is to make sure that your chin is down and focus on the face because your eyes show the most emotion that you have. So if you want to take a sad picture, make sure you focus on the eyes. Make sure that you do stuff like that. Also, when it comes to poses, capturing something in motion is very interesting as well. Because then it doesn't seem like it's another boring picture. And if you go to the next one, when you're taking pictures of your person and staging what the picture looks like, you have to communicate with your models. Make sure they know what's going on, make sure they know what's happening, and like, because they don't know what's on your mind and what you want to take a picture of. So always talk to your model, or if it's yourself, talk to yourself, you know, all fun times. Next one, please. So we don't have a portrait studio, but you're going to make your own house your portrait studio. So you can use props like toys. You can use lighting like the lamps you have around your house, or you can make it completely dark. You can use costumes and backgrounds. You can use different clothing that you have. Strategically, you want to set up a portrait studio and take photos of yourself. We're not going to be taking photos of each other, but we're going to be taking photos of ourselves. Next one. So different staging ideas that you can do. You can do a band photo of yourself. You can do a mug shot. You can do an artsy close-up shot. You can do a prom photo, a school photo, an online dating photo. Do not. You can do a fake professional LinkedIn photo. So before we go to the next slide, we're going to take about 15 minutes to take some pictures of ourselves and different things that we can do. Your mission, if you choose to accept it, which you do, is to take 4 pictures of yourself, and it has to be one of these different types of photos. It can be a band photo, can be a mug shot, but you can do an artsy close-up shot. You can do a prom photo, a school photo, or like this, like a funny one. You can do, or a fake professional photo.